Hey, hi, witanki. Name is Hoša, and I'm here to react to anime and things. And this, in this particular instance, is precisely the things. Ahsoka. I didn't think I was going to react to that either, so I'm as surprised as you are, but I'm too curious for my own good. Let's just put it this way. So, for some background knowledge, I've seen the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and the sequel trilogy. I hate the sequel trilogy, by the way, just so we're clear and that's out of the way. So, Ahsoka. I know a thing or two about her. I've seen a couple of episodes of the Clone Wars, the animated series. I didn't have the patience to sit through all of it. At least, to sit through all of the things that they did weirdly in the beginning. So I know who she is. I vaguely understand where her story goes during the series, but I've no idea where she ends up, and I haven't seen the Rebels. So yeah, that's the context. Let's begin, shall we? Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and anime reactions. Leave a comment down below saying anything that's not a spoiler. I don't appreciate those. And if you want early access to reactions and full reactions, go to patreon.com. It's here, /Hoša Reacts. Find some fun stuff. On to the episode. Oh, by the way, I'm taking notes as per usual because I can't remember stuff for shit, so I need it desperately. I've seen The Mandalorian as well, by the way. I don't like the third series. The title scroll. The New Republic has risen to take its place. Admiral Trawn. Yeah. Ooh, ominous. Morgan Elsbeth. No clue who that is. I don't know if I'm supposed to know or not. Yay. The ships in Star Wars are sick. Is that Ahsoka? The audacity. I don't believe it is bluff. The futuristic from the past designs of the whole structure. Yeah, I like it. It's such a fun aesthetic, isn't it? That's 100% Ahsoka. And someone else? Question mark? Who is this? Lightsaber? Oh, so what is going on here? I was absolutely wrong. This has nothing to do with Ahsoka. But their lightsabers are weird. They're not red, so what's up with that? So these are implied to be Sith, right? But I'm not too sure. I don't know what's going on here. Why are their lightsabers weird? They're not red. Well, they almost are, but not exactly. Baylan. Huh. So they're working together. At the moment, I'm pretty confused. I know who this lady is. We've seen her in The Mandalorian. Master and Apprentice. This looks so cool. I've no clue what this is supposed to be, but it looks cool. Is this like an old Jedi temple? Oh, and those two on the Republic ship, they were definitely former Jedi. There's no questioning that, considering they had the ship in the first place. Security codes included. What is this place supposed to be? Is it like force controlled? Like the controls of this place are based on force use. At least that's my interpretation of what's going on at the moment. Because I've got no clue. Interesting statues. Is this like a puzzle of some sort? Looks like it. Don't know why anyone would bother though. Now what's she after? Because last we've seen her, she was following Trawn. Now, I admit to having no idea why, because like I said, that particular plot thread was started in Rebels, and I've not seen Rebels. So I'm just a bit out of the loop here. Does this place have something to do with Trawn? Or maybe his whereabouts? Or is this like a side quest? What is this thing? Oh, so this ball is a map. This isn't even a workout for her, I bet. Huh. Now play whack-a-mole. So they've given up? Alright. Yeah, that's an impressive amount of explosives. Sassy. Ooh, ominous. Yay, X-Wings. You'll forgive me for not knowing the ship types, I hope. So there's a big ship or station or whatever it is called Home 1. I know she's supposed to be from Rebels. The cheesy transitions get me every time. Oh, so she doesn't recognize them. Yeah, I'd bet, considering, like I said, their old clearance codes and their ship. Oh, so it's a quest map. Good to know. Yeah, Thrawn's a menace. Now I'm vaguely aware of who Ezra is, but I haven't seen Rebels, so I know all of them connected, I just have no idea how. It's interesting that Ahsoka does not object to being called a Jedi. And she ghosted them. Amazing. Just up and left them. Oh, so she left a long time ago. They just haven't paid attention. She's just not having it. Oh, is that a Loth cat? The drawing on her helmet. I may be wildly off here, but like I said, I'm missing a lot of context here. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I kind of agree with her point. She seems to be crazy. What? She does seem to be crazy. What was the grammar just there? I apologize. I'm tuned to the music. It's amazing. Is that the thing on her helmet? It is a Loth cat, isn't it? You're gonna tell me if I'm wrong, right? I can't decide if it's ugly or cute. I think it may be both. So they followed Ahsoka to this temple place. Logical. Morgan knew where the map was supposed to be. Oh. Interesting choice of words here. I'm surprised there was even this much standing still. After the blast, I mean. So she's supposed to be his padawan, right? Considering the dangly bit. But they don't seem to be Jedi. I sense some tension in the air. One tough conversation to follow, huh? Cute. And that is precisely the problem, right? They don't know how to read it exactly. Yeah, this conversation... Yeah. Sure is something. They're definitely not on the same page. In a lot of ways. So we have a last name. So I was correct. He was a Jedi, and then he took a Padawan learner, but I believe that he was not necessarily a Jedi at that time already, because I have a feeling that they do not exactly follow the Jedi code. That's kind of a modus operandi. As far as I can see, she just makes it like a tree and f***s off into the distance. That sphere is an Imperial thing. Interesting. Oh, so that's the Apprentice. Or a Padawan. Whatever they're supposed to be called in this particular situation. Is she going to find it, is the question here. Why did she expect them to be easy in the first place? When was that ever an option for her? That was a good one. Stomp on that, would you? You aren't given much of a choice, as far as I understand it, though. She's not wrong. What are we talking about? It's a great help. Being all ugly cute in the corner. All the help one needs sometimes. She's going to figure it out, isn't she? And then not tell anything to Ahsoka and just go off on her own. Is that what's going to happen? The coordinates, triangulation. Although I don't suppose it works as well when it comes to space, as in not a surface of the planet. Well, that did work out for her. So I guess those weren't actually the coordinates for the place she was looking for, but for the placement of the key, which works much better, if I'm going to be honest, considering that this thing was a sphere. So fair enough. So now they have it. Interesting that she still had communication with Huyang, considering that the robot was with Ahsoka, and they supposedly haven't talked for a long time. See, it's not red, it's orange, and she has the padawan's braid. I don't know what to make of all of this. Alright, I bet it's Ahsoka to the rescue, right? But then again, how would she help if the map's already out of Sabine's hands? This is so cool. Not good. Emergency back to tank. Well, that was a lot. Like I said, I'm kind of on the fence about this whole missing a lot of context thing. But right now, I'm so glad that I'm doing this, that I'm reacting to this series, because otherwise I don't think I would have watched it. If I'm being completely honest with you. Not because I wasn't interested, because I clearly was. It's just like I said, my reluctance came from the fact that I did not watch the Rebels and I did not watch the Clone Wars animated series long enough for me to really understand Ahsoka's character in the first place. And considering the giant time commitment it would take for me to actually watch both of those, it was not realistic for me to do that before the start of the series. So I kind of jumped the gun on this one. Reacting to it was a good excuse, as good as any, I'd say. I've only known who Sabine Wren was because of internet osmosis and liking Star Wars as a whole. So yeah, I'm left with a lot of questions. I don't believe Sabine is dead, but she is severely injured, and the fact that they lost the map right after Sabine decoded it is, yeah, unfortunate. But anyway, I think I'm going to move on to the next episode right now. Alright. It's nice that we get a recap, but seeing as I've just seen the first episode, it makes little sense to me in this case, especially considering that they released the first two episodes together. I'm just gonna skip it. By the way, I apologize if the camera quality is worse than usual. I've had to tweak a lot of settings for this one for some reason. I don't know why. It just refused to record for the longest time. Yeah, like I thought. She's very much alive. That she did. So she unlocked it, but didn't have the chance to look close enough to remember anything, right? Yeah, they thought of everything. That could be interpreted in different ways. I just meant that she unlocked the map, and that's good on her, but she also took it without permission, and that is precisely what led to it being stolen in the first place. So, yeah. Does this rune also have to do with Dathomir, which is... I'm just curious. It looks suspiciously similar to the previous one. I mean, not really, but there are definitely some familiar elements in this one. And why are they... Look... What? Sea toss? What does that mean exactly? This is definitely terminology I'm not familiar with. I don't know if I should be. Trouble, trouble, toil and trouble. That was awfully off-key. I apologize. Are those echoes in the Force? It's definitely not psychometry, but maybe she could, like, I don't know, extract some data from the defeated droid. Or maybe the Lothcat thing. I haven't looked up whether or not I'm correct about the name of this creature between the episodes. I still can't decide if it's cute or ugly. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what you think it is. Oh, so one of them was not actually destroyed. Maybe the droid recorded the map is where my thought process went, because it has seen it. Yeah, which means I was correct in my prediction. Fair enough. So it presumably does work. The question now is whether or not they can find who sent it, or maybe, like I said before, maybe the droid recorded the map itself, because that would be, I think, much more helpful in their case. Well, what is it? Odd. Huh. Good question. It's how it goes usually. I think it's more that she does not want Sabine to get hurt again. I still don't really understand why they're looking for, I don't know, is it Thrawn or is it Ezra? Mysterious. Considering the colour, I'd wager a guess that she is in fact a Night Sister. Their magic is green, typically. Beautiful. Huh. Which tales are those? Well... Marok. Who's Marok? A good question. I still don't know why they're looking for him. I don't know who Marok is, but he's definitely someone who has something to do with the droids. So the Apprentice is headed to Corellia, and Ahsoka is headed to Corellia. I wonder what will come of that.
All Imperial assets were dissolved and redistributed, including those held by Morgan Elsbeth. So I am quite busy at the moment.
Conveniently.
This was one of Morgan's facilities. She supplied raw materials used in the construction of hyperdrive generators for Imperial-class Star Destroyers.
Aww.
And using the cores to power the new ships in the defense fleet. The worker doesn't care about the nuances of galactic politics. They have loyalty so long as they're paid.
I wouldn't say that he's necessarily correct, but that's one way of looking at things. So the one targeting them and the, I don't know, the map can be anyone, really. I don't think so. I think it's much more likely that Ahsoka is not ready. Cute, calling it repairs.
I see you still have your lightsaber. Ezra's lightsaber. You have since made your own modifications. So it is now your lightsaber. You kept up with your training? Obviously not. I can't train if Ahsoka doesn't want to teach me.
Like master, like apprentice? They've like given up on each other, I feel like.
If you could have unlocked the map yourself, would Ahsoka have come here? Was she going to tell me about
I think this is a game of which one of them outstubborns the other. I don't know.
Many padawans over the centuries, and I can safely say your aptitude for the Force would fall short of them all.
Huh.
I won't waste any more of your time. The only time you are wasting is your own.
That's fair.
Welcome to the control center. Hyperdrive core? What class of starship are they for? Let's see.
Sleazy. Not surprising, necessarily.
Classified. The general. Nothing's classified to me. Sorry. I cannot receive a document without authorization.
Authorization by whom?
One, can you come over here, please? What other types of droids do you have in operation here? Which K class? I should think not. I have seen such a droid. An HK class droid recently prevented
Amazing.
completing this task. The droid carries a high-level security clearance.
Huh. Interesting.
I said stop that ship. That's an order.
That's a bit... Subtlety's not the game here, I see. Yay, space pursuit. And lightsaber duel. Classic Star Wars. I wonder who this person is, because that's definitely a red lightsaber, as opposed to Baylan and his apprentices, orange. Expected, considering all the shenanigans happening on this planet, seemingly. A boomerang! So they're allies. I don't know what to think about that. Well, at least that operation was successful. Her armor, Beskar, or not, I don't know. I know she's Mandalorian. Cutting off her hair. Watch her be pretty in the next scene. After this one swoosh with a blade. Right, very realistic. Yeah, and a healthy bit of fear, I imagine. Like the good old days. The mural. I hope they find him. Why is the mural so cursed? That's the only complaint I have, let's say.
The transport was traced to the Delam system. It has remained in orbit around the planet Cetos. You better get moving.
So Cetos is Baylan and Co.'s intermediate goal, right? He said something about the reflect point, whatever that means. Okay, so they're finally making amends, it seems. What is this thing? It's some type of, I don't know, space station? Eye of Sion. Huh. What is their connection, I wonder? Morgan and Baylan. Who is the Inquisitor guy? And why do Baylan and Co. work with him? And what do they want with Trawn? I gather they want to travel to him wherever he is in a different galaxy, using the ship that they are in the process of building around the planet Cetos. Or was the thing they're building the reflect point? I don't know. But it's all very interesting. Either way, I very much like where this is going. I like the direction as well. I'm not talking about, I don't know, editing or something like that, because the third season of The Mandalorian was edited weirdly. It's good to see that this series does not suffer the same problems. So far, it's very interesting and leaves me wanting more, which I guess is the whole point here. I don't know whether or not they will find both Ezra and Trawn in the same place. They might, I don't know if they will. But it's good to see Sabine and Ahsoka getting along tentatively, but still. This story gives me a lot of food for thought. I'll be waiting for the next episode impatiently. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for I don't know, the next Ahsoka episode or my anime reactions that I do. Comment anything that's not a spoiler down below. For this series, it's not as important, I guess. Maybe give me some context for what's going on, because I feel like there were some things that I was supposed to know, but I didn't. For early access and full reactions, go to patreon.com/Hoša Reacts. Find some fun stuff, and I guess I'll see you there or in the next episode, whichever comes first. Bye bye.